Hello everybody, this is ZZ1000ZZ, and today I'm going to be recording myself playing some Mega Man Battle Network 3. Not going to go into any great detail about the game or the project. For a short version, Mega Man Battle Network 4 is widely considered the worst game in the franchise, and I think it's a lot less bad than people say. Similarly, people say Mega Man Battle Network 3 is, if not the best, at least one of the best games in the franchise, and I think it's actually not as good as people say. So I'm going to record myself playing both games, giving live reactions, and that way I can just reference my experience, what I think and feel at any given time, junk like that. And with that said, I'm going to read all of this text, but I'm not going to read it all out loud because that would take more time. Part of the reason I want to do this project, or experiment, whatever you want to call it, is I think one of the big problems Mega Man Battle Network games have is they have a lot of filler and padding. They waste a ton of time on boring stuff. And I think Mega Man Battle Network 4 does a better job about not bothering you with that chunk than most of the other games in the series. So I don't want to waste a bunch of extra time just reading text, because that seems like an unfair comparison. Oops. But yeah, if I read all the text out loud, it'll take me a lot longer to get through things than if I read them just by or in my head. So yeah, we're cool. I forget what button I hit to. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I assume anyone who watches this would likely know the game and probably know who I am, or at least have talked to me a little. But yeah, one issue is right now we have no real explanation of what we're supposed to do other than let's see what they all say. Maybe they can give us a clue. A clue to what? Nothing. We're in like a tutorial section and it's just go talk to people is the only guidance we have. And I honestly don't know if we have to talk to everybody or if we just have to talk to our friends, which are this lady, who I forget her name, male, and then this kind of fat guy. And yeah, maybe I shouldn't call him fat, but I mean, that's his only defining characteristic other than being weirdly bald at a young age. He has no real personality or relevance in the game, so whatever. Oh, I'm supposed to... That's weird. Once you hit the R key to send your Navi into the digital world, but it doesn't have you walk up to a terminal first like you usually do. Also, here's a little tutorial. Unfortunately, the tutorial in these games is not skippable, so if you've played the games before or just played an earlier game in the series, you still have to go through this in every single game. It's a really silly design decision, but whatever. One thing I should mention is I am playing on an emulator, so that might affect my gameplay, I don't know. I'm also just not good at this sort of game. Okay. Yay! You saw me use my regular buster than the chips. Oh, cool. Yeah, if I were reading this out loud, it would take a lot longer. I've played through this tutorial several times, so I'm already bored and just kind of mashing the button to skip text. Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not actually reading the text at this point. Oh. My Buster Charge is a bit slower than I expected. Oh. Yeah. Basically you have your regular Buster, which is your default attack. You can charge it. Oh, wait. Next is our last lesson concerning folder opening. This technique lets you increase the chips you get. With more chips you can choose from, you can make combinations, blah, blah, blah. So this is basically like, instead of using your little chips, which are your special actions, you can throw them away to redraw them. Normally, any chip you use gets thrown away, so it's not very different. But this way, whichever ones you get, or whichever ones you throw away, will actually convert into an extra quote-unquote draw in your next round. So here I get 8 chips instead of 5 like normal because I threw away 3. And in case anyone doesn't know, you can see the symbols indicate what the type of chip it is, in this case cannon. The letters indicate what's called the code for it. You can use chips of the same name or code, but not both. And so if they don't have the same name or same code, you can't use more than one chip in a round. And as a result, you're typically best off trying to use chips of as few codes or letters as possible. Blah. I don't know why that U was so elongated, but unfortunately I was kind of matching the keys, so I didn't get to pause on it. Anyway, we go through the tutorial. It's boring. Let's mash through it. But our friends did suggest that we all get together later today, so there's that. Write a report about the virus lab and save it on a disk. That's your homework assignment for class tomorrow. Don't forget, I'm talking to you, Dex and Lan. Got it? But yeah. Apparently, we're playing a slacker. No real surprise. That seems to be kind of normal for every anime type character. Anyway. This kid got a parasol on his trip. Or, I don't know if it was... Actually, I want to read this real quick. Okay, yeah. Not him, but the other kids in the class got a parasol on their trip. I wonder if that will be relevant later. Let's meet in the park to decide when we'll have the chat. Okay. And then one thing you can do is kind of mash buttons on everywhere you go. Sometimes that can be necessary. I can't remember if we can jack in. Yay. Yeah. So we just go up to this, hit R, jack in, blah, blah, blah. For the record, I've never beaten any of these games. At most, I've gotten like, I think 5 hours into a couple of them. But yeah. So we have a couple of friendly nabbies and an item. Cool. Rig up. I believe that increases... Oh yeah. Nothing important right now. I'll talk about it another time, I guess. But yeah, the blue drops like that do not respawn. Green ones will respawn if you jack out, then jack back in. Purple ones also do not respawn, but they require a special item called an unlocker to open or collect, whatever you want to call it. Boosting level shows how good a job you did of winning. It's based on stuff like how long it took you to beat it, or to win the battle. And based on that level and what battle you're in, you get different rewards. Okay. So we got 200 Zenny from that battle, plus we got... Oh. Okay, see, this is one of the things I hate. Wasn't everyone going to meet about the chat tonight? Yeah, and we already talked to Dex and, whatever her name is. I honestly can't remember it offhand. About it. And she, says we should go to the park to decide when we'll meet up. But so I've talked to two of our friends. I still can't leave. Have to make sure I talk to Mail here, so I have now talked to all of our friends, and now I can leave. It's a really dumb decision that just kind of pads the game out. Oh, look, they're talking about the parasols again. I wonder if that will be relevant. But yeah, I don't remember if there were any other jacking points inside the school. Nope. Something's wrong with that board, so you can't jack in. Okay, and this kid tells you that he got a parasol, but he doesn't need it because he always wears a hat. Now, what a baseball cap has to do with an umbrella is beyond me, but hey, I wonder if this will be relevant. Go straight home now. What? Why? Like, why is she telling me I have to go home? Like, I'm a kid. Can't I, like, go wherever I want as long as it's, reasonable? Parks or whatever? Okay, that's actually really weird. Now, I'm extending this video a little bit. Look at that. She doesn't just tell us to go home. She says straight home for emphasis and puts an exclamation mark. So, like, you might think that's some sort of indicator of what we're supposed to do, but no, we're actually supposed to go to the park next. Yeah. That guy asked us if we know about virus busting, but I don't want to say no and have him tell me stuff I already know. You could talk to more NPCs than I may, but... Hey, oh, Yai, that's her name, yeah. Hey, Yai, what time do you want to chat? What time should we start? My schedule's pretty much open. Me too. I don't know why they couldn't have talked at school about this. Like, why did they have to leave school to go to the park to then talk about when they should meet up again? It's like, let's go meet up to schedule when we'll meet up. Weird, but whatever. It's really just to advance this plot, and it's so creepy. Hi there, are you elementary school students? Yes, weird adult that's approaching little kids in a park? Oh yes, we are. Sorry if I'm intruding on something. I mean, I don't know that you're intruding on something, but you're an adult approaching kids when they're alone. It's a little weird. I'm a producer for DNN, the Den City News Network. DNN? The TV station? Are you going to make me a TV star or something? Yeah, I have no idea what voice to use for her, and I can't do voices anymore. I knew it. I knew this day would come, but even still, I need a little time to prepare myself. Man, I can't decide if it's an error. I'm only pointing this out because one of the things people say about Mega Man Battle Network 4 is that it has a really bad translation filled with typos. But, like, when I look at this, right? Why are the ellipses in the mid-air, and then why is right capitalized? Like, neither of those are standard English. I don't think it matters, but, like, just making a note of it, since I know people complain about a lot of stuff like that, and similar things in Mega Man Battle Network 4. Anyway, if I might continue, we're sponsoring a competition of finding the top net battler. It's called the N1 Grand Prix. The preliminaries are being held in ACDC Square today. Why don't you all give it a shot? Us? In the preliminaries? Oh no, Yai's mad she hasn't been scouted. They're gonna broadcast the finals on national TV. The preliminaries could be your first step to showdown. Look at the time, registration will start soon, so... I need to go back in the recording. It looked like the S and so in that last text box didn't have a space before it, but that might have just been my eyes playing tricks on me. If you're interested, just jack in and go to the ACDC Square. You better hurry. Okay, why is there a space between the apostrophe and U, or rather, you'd, and the D? You'd better hurry. Ciao. Again, I don't think things like this are particularly important, but it is a common criticism of Mega Man Battle Network 4, so I just want to point out the ones that jump out at me so I can compare, see which ones jump out more. Yeah. I've already forgot what his name is. Dex. Yeah. Dex is Navi. His little PC companion is called Gutsman. You can see his portrait there. Let's do it. Oh, so they put a space after all the apostrophes in this game? I never noticed that before. That's so weird. I wonder why. Anyway, the kids get approached by a random TV producer. While they're in the park, he suggests they all join him in, or go participate in some competition on the internet. And so, we go. And this is really the only reason our friends had us meet them in the park. Anyway, now we can explore a bit, wander around. I don't think there's... Where do you want to go at this hour? Yeah. We can't go there. That's like the train station or whatever, subway station. Jacking in means to plug your PET into electronics. When you jack in, you can send your Navi into the cyber world. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't think we can enter that house. You try to open the door, but it's locked from the inside. Is it my eyes playing tricks on me, or is there no space after the comma there? I don't think there is. Hey, someone inside says no sales, people. Hello there, son. Blah, blah, blah. This is somebody's house. I think males, maybe? Let's go wander around. Yeah. Good luck in the N1. Shouldn't you jack in soon? Okay, yeah. Let's just go ahead and jack in. One big thing about this game is you are kind of encouraged to explore every nook and cranny because a lot of times you can find stuff by doing that. Later on, we'll be able to access this computer from the game's internet. So we could probably just wait, but I've got nothing else going on. I do think it's cool that games reward you for exploring, so let's go ahead and do it a little. I am not going to try to find every single thing, though, because this game has a ton of different hidden things, and without a guide, you aren't going to find most. Oh, Cannon E. I've used Cannon chips quite a few times already, but the E is a different letter than any of the ones I have. Yeah, see, here's the block. Mail's security code. You don't have the passover, so the lock can't be opened. Yeah, there doesn't look like there's a space after that comma either, so I think that's just how they punctuate things in the game. Anyway, later we'll get a code to unlock this, and then the pass that you can see there will let us access the computer from the internet. Anyway, I thought I saw a blue... Okay, yeah. Here's the lock. It's locked. Unlockers needed to open it. So we'd have to buy an unlocker item to access that thing. But here's a blue one. We get 500 zennies. Okay. Now, a better player than me would wait until enemies are about to attack and then use his chips or other attacks, because you get what's called a counterattack, and I think it deals like double damage or something. But I am not good at timing it, and these enemies are too weak for it to matter, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I might try to focus on it more later on. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else in this computer, so I may just be wasting my time. Okay. Busting level 9, we get Shockwave D. Wait, no. Well, I might have missed something in there because I think there was one path I didn't explore, but it's not worth worrying about. It's a doghouse. Yeah, cool. And for whatever reason, our doghouse has a jack-in point and a security system, so might as well come in here, grab an item. Barrier L. That's so weird, but okay. So apparently it's a doghouse whose entire purpose is for a computer program to play a sound when it hears potential intruders. Yeah, battles get a lot more interesting later on when you get access to more chips and such. Right now, other than aiming for like counterattacks, there's not a lot to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you have to wander around the entire screen because things can be hidden in corners that you wouldn't have caught otherwise. Yeah. Blah blah blah. That's our mom. This is a control for all the appliances here. It has port, but Mom has already run a virus check here. Like, even if she's run a virus check, we could still, at least in theory, jack into the thing just checked out, but the game doesn't want us. Anyway, here's the main part of the video, or the first part of the game that I'm recording for the video. We're supposed to go find the place where the competition's being held and try to compete. This is Net's AC/DC area. In other words, it's AC/DC's town cyber world. Sure. We get mini energy. That's like a healing item. It's called a sub-chip. Sub-chips are things you can't use in battle. You have to use them from the menu. Right. So we have two L's. It'd be tempting to try to use both of them to cycle our deck more. But this is a healing. This is a sword, which is melee. That couldn't hit anything. So we really don't have anything worth doing other than just basic shoot stuff. Oh. I don't know how the travel time on that little lock-on attack works, so I messed it up. That plus 10 chip increases the damage of any chip you slot right before it. It's a little confusing because I used to think that you would have to select the plus 10 chip, use it in combat, then use the chip you want to use. Have the bonus applied to, but that is not how it works. Now this is annoying. We have 3 L chips, but no way to get into melee range, so the 2 sword chips are useless. Kind of want to do this anyway just to heal, but I don't think 10 damage really matters. One thing worth mentioning if you didn't know is damage in this game does not get healed by default. It lasts until either you heal it yourself or a star chip. Asterisk can be used in place of any letter, so it's pretty cool to have. But yeah, damage lasts until you heal it or you jack out, one or the other. Yeah. So yeah, that guy tells us we want to follow the yellow path to get the AC/DC square. Yeah, I can never figure out the timing window for these counterattacks. Sometimes I wonder if it'd be better to just mash my basic buster. But I don't really want to mess with my... Or I don't want to like wear out my fingers doing that, so we'll see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we could stay on the yellow path if we wanted. and it would get us to our destination faster. Oh, that's Yai's, where Yai's computer is. We could have gone to her house, jacked in there. Same with the, God, I really can't remember the fat kid's name. But yeah, he'll have a spot like that. Other people will have similar ones. I do feel a little bad calling him the fat kid, but like, I really do feel like that's just kind of how they portrayed him. Yai is the stereotypical rich snob. Oh, wait, we want to heal. Wait, I kind of want to use this heal, but sure. We don't have any good chips to use with it, but it doesn't really matter because the enemy has 10 health and we have our charge shot that deals 10 damage. So. Yeah, we could have wandered to their houses, jacked into their computers, maybe found a couple more items, but we'll get opportunities to go into them later. That was 2,000 zenny, so that's a lot of money. Cool, cool. Anyway, battles definitely get very samey early on here because we have so few chips, but at least they go pretty fast. Another 200 zenny. I don't know how I feel about there being no XP, like no experience points. It does kind of make it seem like battles are pointless since a lot of times all you'll get is money. Okay. Ooh. This is a scarier battle since there's 3 guys with 60 HP. Yeah, and they can't move, but since there's 1 in each row, they can hit me no matter where I stand. That's why I want to just make sure I kill 1 quickly. You know, I'm actually curious if it would be faster to just mash my Buster instead of trying to charge it up. I have no idea, honestly. Another Cannon E. If I get enough Cannon E's so that I have a bunch of E-letter chips, I'll probably switch them... Oh, yeah, I already talked to that guy. I'll probably switch them out for... Or switch some chips I have out to just try to start stacking E-chips. Unfortunately, I can't use this to hit multiple targets. This one kind of hits in a diagonal pattern behind the main target. Ooh, actually, yes I can. This first chip I used pushes the enemy back, so I was able to push him back so that he would be just 1 space in front of another enemy. Hence why I was able to get that double kill. That's cool. These games do have a lot of fun little interactions you can do, so I like that part of it. What are you doing? Move along. So glad I have an NPC that just tells me to go away. Copy damage, it had an asterisk, which is good, but I am terrible at using it. It's a weird chip. So at some point I might go ahead and try it out, but for now I'm going to stick with what I've got. Yeah, since these things can't move, as soon as you kill 1, you're safe in whichever row he was in. Yeah, I have nothing worth using. This sucks. Oh well. I'm spreading out damage because the 1 chip did enough damage that my charge shot would kill that enemy. Cool, cool. And then we talk to this person. We can buy stuff. HP memory is just an upgrade that permanently increases your health. Area grab is kind of interesting. I don't know if I can buy more than one copy of it though. So we'll take the permanent upgrade. Every time you buy one of these upgrades, it increases the cost of more of the same upgrade from that particular vendor. Okay, so we can buy 3 of those and 1 of those. Alright, now we're finally getting to the point where we can actually make some interesting changes. I don't know how many cannon E's we have. 2. But we just bought 3 E upgrades, so... Oh, this is something I hate. Well, okay, so we have 4 of this cannon, which is the message it was saying. But suppose we just wanted to... I can't put this one in because my folder is full. I already have 30 chips. But it's really silly that I can't just put more than 30 chips in there, then go back to it and remove some extra ones. I feel like you should be able to put as many chips into your folder as you... Oh, shoot, that's not what I meant to hit. As many chips into your folder as you want, and then... and then go back and remove the extras. That way you don't have to, like, specifically remove chips before you've decided what you want to add in. Anyway, here's 2 E cannons we got, and we bought 3 of this E bubbler, so we're gonna put that in. Just quick. I hate bombs, and it might just be that I'm really bad at using them. But I just don't want to even try using them. Okay. But yeah. The preliminaries were just kicking off when I got here, so I started before you. Everyone else has started too. But yeah, that's a pretty big improvement to our, I guess you could call it a deck. It did cost us all the money we had earned up to this point, but that's not a big deal. Oh, I think we're actually going the right way by mistake. I quit following that path. Yeah. I quit following the yellow path, but I think at this point we're actually supposed to do that. Okay, that was cool. Ooh, we got S and a star, which I don't know if that's the highest rank possible, but if not, it's really close. And we get 300 Zenny plus a bug frag. Cool. Bug frags are like special items that I think you can just trade in to merchants. I don't know if there's more things you can do with them or not. But yeah, I think this is the way we actually want to go. Not the yellow path. Ooh, a new enemy type. It moved, unfortunately. Oh, huh? I thought this was a different enemy type. One that, like, jumps. I'm sure we'll run into it later. Dear Lord, I took a lot of damage for no real reason there. As I said before, I am not very good at these types of games. I think that was a counterattack. I thought that's what I heard. Oh, I think you get the bug frags for landing counterattacks. Not sure. Yeah, it's a little hard to tell, but those steps don't actually meet up with this platform. They meet with the lower path. Go straight down this road for the Cyber Metro Station. Ooh. Blue item. Wide Sword L. Anything else along this path? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the Fat Kid's code. Dex. I need to remember that his name is Dex, so I quit calling him the Fat Kid. Sure. We haven't gotten to draw our bubbler yet. I'd like to so I could try it out. Okay, maybe this is not the way I need to go. But I get more money, so there's that. Yeah, we don't have a ticket, so we don't want to go this way. I probably should have cut these swords out instead of the, what did I cut out? Oh yeah, the bombs. Probably would have made more sense to cut the swords out since I never get in melee range anyway. Oh well. That bubbler chip was huge. It was able to hit 2 enemies for 60 damage, so easily better than anything else we had. Actually, yeah, let's put bubbler first and can. I'm not going to try to go for a double delete. I'll just kill them each with one shot. Okay, so yeah, I guess we are supposed to follow that yellow path after all. Oh well. What is this thing? A slightly strange-looking cyber statue of a squirrel. It's bad luck for couples to hold hands as they pass. That's such a weird and random detail. I'm going to use this bonus damage chip just to get it out of my folder. A lot of times it's worth grabbing a chip on your turn just to get rid of it so you can draw something better. Zap ring. I think it probably just acts like they're... It said to just go down the hill. There's only one hill. Okay, so yeah, here. Yeah, I think that zap ring just acts like that rabbit thing's attack, so it's probably just a bit of damage plus a stun, which might be good, but I'm not going to worry about messing with my folder for one chip that's just slightly decent. I could have definitely played this battle better, but I don't really care about these battles anyway. Ooh, an asterisk chip. Yeah, at some point I'll like go through my folder and actually worry about upgrades like that, but it's really noisy today. Yay, blah blah blah. Lots of navies. Ooh, shots. I'm a net trader. Want to see my stuff? See, here's another person with HP memory. Invisible, I think, is really good, and with it being an asterisk, I'll get it. But I want the HP memory more, so... I don't know how many of these Invis chips he has, but... nothing down there. I'd like to get as many as possible. Yeah, these two are healing items. Sneak Run reduces enemy encounter rate in some weird fashion, I think. Okay, so yeah. We can't fight anything here, so it's just talk to people. Battle BS. My favorite, blah blah. It's a board. I'm not gonna have virus busting, but I'll try to contribute. I'll start. Okay. So yeah, nothing interesting, and this is just an introduction to the board. Looks like a new message. Sub-memory. Howdy folks, my name's on. You'll know about sub-chips, right? Normally you can only carry 4 blah blah blah. Interesting. There's an item that lets you carry more chips. Cool, cool. Oh, this is something I mentioned before. We got a rig up upgrade. Regular chip system. It's a system where battle chips set as regular chips become available on the custom screen during battle. To set a chip, move the cursor to the chip you want to make regular on the folder edit screen and press select. Be aware, however, that you only have a limited amount of regular memory. You can't set chips larger than your memory, but if you get a regular up item, you can increase the regular memory. Blah, blah, blah. If I remember right, what it does is it guarantees that you'll draw whatever chip you have selected in your opening hand. Okay. Wrong button. So yeah, I think we'd go here, and then... Okay, yeah, right next to the folder name where it says folder 1, it says like 5 megabytes. That's how much memory we have for a regular chip. So if I want to bubbler, it needs 14 megabytes. So I would need 9 more rig up upgrades to be able to select this as my regular chip. Anyway, I believe we talked to this guy. Yeah. This guy is saying, okay, let's start the first round. This round is simply a true O or false X quiz mission. I'll ask a question, O or X, and data will be hidden on the net. Then you go out and find the one that you think is right. If you bring the right data back, you pass the mission. There are 3 missions in all. This is the first. Good luck. Now the swearing ceremony. Answer in a clear voice. Do you want to be the #1 net battler? Not really. Oh. I was hoping it would actually say something interesting, but no. Just lets you... It gives you the option of just opting out of progressing the story, I guess. That's fun. Go to ACDC 3 to find the true or false data. Take care. Oh wait, what was the question? Red means stop. Okay, so we want the true data, which is a circle. And which area are we currently in? ACDC 3. So yeah, it's going to be in this zone. We just have to go find a circle and collect it. Oh, there's an X. And a blue thing we can pick up. Longsword E. Oh, we have 3 swords and only 1 enemy is in melee range, but I'm still going to start with a sword just to get them out of my deck. By the way, I know they're not actually called decking cards, but I'll probably use that terminology this entire playthrough, because I am a card game player, so that's just how I'm used to referring to things like this. No! I want you guys to line up there. They weren't moving for me and it was getting irritating. Oh, 270. Yay. Is the X this? Or not X, the circle this way. Okay. Yeah. I do like that the game has a hint system in case you get lost or, like, forget what you're supposed to be doing. That is a cool detail. Ooh. S 300 Zenny. This is the O data. Do you want to take it? Yay, cool. We get the O data. And now we run back to the test center. Yay. Why this is how they chose to start the game is beyond me. It is not interesting at all, if you ask me. Honestly, the only reason I'm not, like, bored out of my mind already is the fact that I'm talking to myself while playing. Granted, I could have gotten through some of the earlier parts faster by, not, like, exploring as much. Oh, well that sucks. I used all those sword chips, and now I get the, chip that would let me grab areas, so I could have gotten the melee range. Oh. But yeah, if I had spent less time exploring and kind of girdling around, I would have gotten through things a little faster, but still, it's just... kind of not a design I appreciate. Like, other than the tutorial, all we've done is talk to some producer guy who weirdly approached children while they were in a park. And invited them to play in a competition without, like, trying to talk to their parents or suggest they should get parental permission or anything. To be fair, that is kind of a trope in any sort of anime or video game involving young children. Hey, cool. We got the answer right. Here's mission number 2. A ton of lead is heavier than a ton of feathers. Well, no, both are ton. True or false? Go to ACDC 2 for the data. Take care. Okay. So now we have to run back an entire zone to find the X data in that previous zone. Oh. Well, that was bad of me. Yeah, I really am not good at this type of game, so I apologize for any terrible gameplay. Please don't make fun of me too much for it. But yeah, I think a better player than me would just focus on getting counterattack timings in these battles so they could start farming up bug frags. And that would make these random battles a little more valuable. Anyway, we get the X or false data, and now we run all the way back to the testing center. Isn't this exciting? Yeah, I don't know how to fill this time. This is a sucky hand. We don't have any 2 chips we can use at the same time. And none of our chips can hit multiple targets, so I guess we just use our sword since that's a kill on something. I do think it's faster to use your default buster than to charge it up. Oh, right. I think... Now I remember, I think you actually fire faster if you're moving between shots for some reason. I think that's what makes it faster to use your default buster. I don't know. Okay, so that star, I think, means you got a counterattack. It's not like part of the default ranking system. Like you see, I got a bug frag there because I got a counterattack right at the end. Okay. The answer is X. False. Correct. Congratulations. Finally, mission 3. Adding every number from 1 to 10 gives 54. I have to actually stop and think about this. Well, actually, I guess I don't need to stop and think. I can think as I go. 1 through 5 is 15, 21, 28, 36, 45, 55. Right. Yeah, so it should be false. There's actually a way to do that quickly with math. I believe it's you take the highest number in the series, so in this case 10, add or multiply by... I can't talk. Yeah, okay, wait. Yeah, you take the highest number in the series, multiply by itself plus 1, so in this case 10 multiplied by 10 plus 1, which is 11. That's 110, and then you just divide by 2. So 110 divided by 2 is 55, not 54. Oh, cool. We got 3 Zapring M's. I think that's actually pretty decent. I don't like those swords. I know some people really like swords. Personally, I do not. And that's probably just that I'm bad at using them. But I'm going to get rid of all my swords now. And I think I need to get rid of one more if I want to use those invisibility chips. Yeah. Cool. I did count right. See, that's the thing. One of the reasons I hate you can't put more than 30 chips in a folder temporarily is I would love to go through here, figure out which chips I like, throw them all in, and then go back and, like, cut down on chips. Like, here, I saw this area grab asterisk, and I was like, oh, cool, I should put that in. But before I could, I had to come back over here, remove a chip, then come back and put it in. It's just like, it's such a weirdly, I don't know, quality of life upgrade that should have been obvious, yet was somehow missed. Anyway, we have to walk back all the way to ACDC 1, which is the first area of the internet we're in, and find an X data. That's circle or true. We might have actually walked past it because there was a path we didn't go down. Oh, cool. But yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really make us invisible. It, I guess, makes us invulnerable, at least to certain types of attacks for a while. As you may have noticed, it's not horribly long, hence why I became uninvisible and got hit, but... Yeah, I know it doesn't block damage from everything, and I'm not sure what the details are on what it does and does not block, but... Hey, there's that. I know. That's our home computer, if I remember it. Anyway, now we just run all the way back to the testing center, and we can finally, maybe, do something relevant. Aw. Oh. The reason I didn't try to dodge there is I thought I could kill the guy and then have the battle end before I took damage, but nope. It wasn't quite fast enough. You know, I wonder if we could have jacked out, then jacked back in to get to that data a little faster. I bet we could have. And we would have reset all the green data, the green drops, and been able to get a little bit of more money or whatever. Oh well. I really haven't played these games that much, so I don't know a ton about optimizing things. But yeah, you can already see how much of an improvement just a few small upgrades to my deck I've had. We get to heal a little. Oh, let go of that button. But yeah, just getting those bubbles, or bubblers, whatever it's called, did a ton to help, and getting rid of the swords and bombs makes things more consistent, so that's cool. The answer is X, false, correct. Congratulations, well done. You've cleared round 1. Congratulations. Okay. Thanks for coming. This concludes the first round of the N1 Grand Prix. Way to go, Lan. We aced the first round. Good job, Mega Man. Looks like we all made it through the first round. Piece of cake. We did it, Mail. Yay. Let's keep it up, Misty Eye. About the chat, since it's already 6 p.m., let's meet at my homepage after dinner at 8 p.m. Do people really eat dinner that late? Weird. Ahem. Please use this to access Misty Eye's homepage. Mega Man got Yai code. We look forward to seeing you. Let's go eat dinner. Yeah, I guess I haven't eaten yet. See you later. Man, ever since I mentioned it, I've really been noticing the weird spacing after punctuation. I mean, at least it's consistent, so there's that. But it definitely just looks really weird to me now. Anyway, we had dinner. That was delicious. My pleasure. Lan, isn't it about time? Yeah, let's head over to Yai's HP. HP? What is HP? Did I miss something earlier where they explained? Oh, homepage. I wonder if they ever used that acronym earlier and I just didn't catch it. But yeah, I don't remember seeing anything short and down to HP before, but it could just be that I didn't pay attention. Ah. I tend to read more carefully when I'm not talking to myself. If you're wondering why I'm kind of going out of the way, like places where I don't necessarily need to, it's because I can't remember where all the green data is. And since I've left the internet and came back, that green data will respawn, so I'm just looking to try to pick up a few extra drops as I walk along the way. It might have been better, just as good practice, for me to select more chips there. Ooh, another Cannon E. Sometimes if I'm confident I'll just kill an enemy, I will not select all possible chips. But it might be good to do, just as a good habit, in case you don't accidentally kill something, you'll have cycled your deck better. I don't know. Okay, this is males, not Yais. I don't remember which zone Yais is in. Was it 2? I don't like that it makes us go through the internet to... Actually, I wonder if it does make you go through the internet, or if I could have just walked to our house. I'm gonna feel kind of silly if it turns out I could have just walked to our house. I don't know. Ooh, word drops. 100 zenny. That's a terrible drop. There is RNG to those green drops, or at least to some of them. So, sometimes they'll have better rewards. Here's something. Sidegun S. I don't know if that'd be worth equipping. Hi, Mega Man. Welcome, I see that everyone's here now. Gutsman ready to chat. Well, shall we begin? 1 hour later. It's getting late, everyone, so let's call it a night. Look at the time, it's time for bed. By the way, Lan and Dex, did you do your homework? I'm sorry, Lan, I forgot too. Hey, no problem. Seriously, the lack of spacing after the comma just irritates me. Like, I could be wrong, but visually it looks like there is more space after an apostrophe than after a comma. Dex, are you okay? My disc, I left it at school. Guess you'll be on toilet cleaning duty tomorrow, Dex. Don't make him feel any worse, Lan. Dex, let's go and get that disc. I mean, go to the school and blah blah blah. So yeah, we have to all go into the school to get Dex's I don't know why he would have a disc at the school. It's weird. Do they even use discs in this? Anyway, I just saw a strange guy walking towards the school. What's that? We have to sneak into the school and someone strange is sneaking in there too? Another person is telling us to go home, which is actually good advice. Thanks for waiting. Let's go inside. The front gate is locked. Looks like we can't go in. Yeah, we'll have to unlock it somehow. The lock on the gate is connected to the internet, so that means we can jack into the net and unlock it. Don't make it sound so easy. I heard the lock is protected by a super scary guard navi. So wait, where do I have to go to do it? The lock on the gate is connected to the internet, so I guess we go home, jack in. Okay, so it's located on the internet. Where at? Let's look for the key to the school gate. Okay. Cool. Let's go wander around till we find something. The door blocks the way. You can't get past it. I kind of wish the school whatever was there so it'd be really conveniently located, but no. Okay, so these rings only deal 20 damage. That's not very good, but I do think it stuns them. Okay, yeah. You can see, because they stun it, that thing never got to attack. That's kind of cool. Really low damage, but there's value in making it so enemies can't act. Probably more so if the enemy moves around. Ooh, cool. I think that's our last cannonee. Yay, it is. Okay. Okay, so that's mail security cube. Some green data. 800 zenny. It's just a rumor, but that net crime organization is back, they say. Assume that's a reference to a group from a previous game. Yeah, this is a sucky hand. We don't have any way to play 2 chips. And this is our only chip that deals enough damage to kill something one shot. I would have preferred to save that bubbler for this guy since it would have one-shot this thing, whereas most of my other chips will not. Actually, I think none of my other chips will. Okay. Hey, cool, another Cannon E. Oh wait, we can't use anymore, so now that drop is useless. Yay! That was to Mail's computer. Green data. Sure, whatever. Hey, cool, we got a counterattack there. I heard the sound, otherwise I wouldn't even know. I really should put some of those guard X's in my folder at some point. Ooh. 1,000 Zenny. Okay, let's go ahead and save. So this is a key, I guess, to open the, just be careful not to wake up the guy. Click, clunk. Yikes! Oh man. Okay, yeah, so we do have to fight. Wait, do we not have to fight him? Wait, really? We were told there was a super scary Navi, and apparently we can just ignore him. We unlocked the school, but it's strange. The school doors aren't unlocked. Could they have just forgotten? Wait. Oh, we unlocked the school gate, but it's strange. The school doors are unlocked. Could they have just forgotten? Come as soon as you can. We're waiting in the school. So, why did we have to unlock the gate if all the doors are unlocked? Shouldn't... That's so weird. Oh yeah, we just never checked that email. Anyway, I'm going to stop this recording here because I think that's as good a point as any. I'll have to start a new recording later, at which point I will go into the school. I feel like I have done absolutely nothing, and... Okay, real quick. One, why did that preliminaries require I run back and forth so much? I feel like I did nothing. Same thing with, why couldn't we talk in the school about when we were going to meet up? Like, we had to waste time just to go to the park so we could talk about a meetup, just so we could meet the producer, who could tell us to go do the preliminaries, which was just run back and forth a few times. It's such a boring and uninteresting start. But then we finally get through that and we start the quote-unquote story, go to the school at night, sneak in to get some homework or whatever. Nothing amazing, but hey, it's a solid setup for something kids could be doing as an action. And hey, we get a little hint that there's something weird and mysterious going on. That's so cool, but like, why did we get to the school, leave home, go to the school, then just get told, go back to the internet so you can go unlock the gate you were just at? Why couldn't we just like jack in at the gate? Similarly, why did we get told there was a super scary Navi guarding the gate key, then just not fight him so he was irrelevant? And finally, why was it, oh yeah, there's some guy on the internet who has the key you need, go find it. Like, why wasn't it hidden somewhere or put behind something or like any sort of an objective or goal? Like, I feel like the game just isn't giving us any guidance on what we should do. We're just like running back and forth doing nothing for no real reason. But yeah, that's my impression after 1 hour so far. Maybe this is a little padded because of me exploring more than I needed, but even so, I didn't go to Dex's or Mail's computer, and there might be other stuff I didn't even try to explore, so I don't know. This feels like a reasonable pace for the game so far, and I just feel like I've done nothing. One thing I will say, though, is I am happy with how much progress I've made in my chip folder so far. Getting those bubblers in Viz and 4 Cannon E chips feels really good. Plus, I've a few other things I got that I could maybe look at that might improve my deck. So, eh, at least I'm making good progress in that regard so far. Anyway, with that all said, I think that's pretty much my impressions for the first hour of the game. Adios.